Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where we are reviewing all the films I've watched so far in this year, 2024. And the next film we're going to be reviewing is The Fall Guy. It is rated PG-13. It came out May 3rd and is directed by David Leitch. David Leitch? Is that how you say it? I think. It stars Ryan Gosling as Colt Seavers, Emily Blunt as Jody, and Aaron Taylor Johnson as Tom Ryder. And Winston Duke. I can't remember his name, but he's a stunt coordinator. And it's good to see him. I haven't seen him since Us by Jordan Peele. And so I never know how he's going to be. Is he going to be funny or is he going to be serious? And he was kind of both. Fall Guy, I was looking forward to seeing this movie. I love Ryan Gosling, and low-key my husband gets annoyed when I talk about Ryan Gosling because I talk about him all the time. Like, my husband's like doing yard work, not yard work, but like repair work, like in jeans and has his shirt off. I'm like, oh, you remind me of Ryan Gosling from The Notebook. Which, that's not the reason I like The Notebook. I like The Notebook for the story of them when they're older. But, I mean, Ryan Gosling at the same time, you know? So, he's funny too. I don't know why. He used to just seem so serious. But lately, he's been like really flexing his comedic muscles. And he's so funny. So, that makes me like him even more. Because someone who can make you laugh is just hilarious and great. I don't have notes on it. This movie, it wasn't like I put it on a pedestal like Arthur the King, like, oh, I'm gonna love this movie, but I thought it was gonna be a little bit more interesting and intriguing than it actually was. Basically, a movie star goes missing, and Ryan Gosling's character, I should call him Colt Colt Seavers is a stunt actor, and my favorite thing about this movie is the background story, kind of like Arthur the King, how it's directed by someone who was a stunt actor, and I love the part, my two favorite parts, but my absolute favorite part was when Colt Seavers is talking to someone and he says, oh yeah, and you're the fall guy, you're the stunt guy, right? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, so how many like awards have you won, like Oscars have you won? He's like, they don't give Oscars for stuff like that. And it's like, damn, why? Like, it really actually makes you think, like, why? They put their lives literally on the line. And just to off skirt from this movie, Daniel Radcliffe's stunt double for many of the films actually got injured in, I believe that was the Deathly Hallows. He got injured during the explosion scene, and he now is in a wheelchair. And shout out to Daniel Radcliffe. Not only he's no longer just known for Harry Potter, he definitely branched out into other stuff, but acting wise, but he did do his directorial debut. I believe it may be producer debut. I don't know. I think he directed it. I'll get my facts and put them down here. But to a kind of autobiography of his stunt double's accident that he was in. And I just think that's great of him to highlight. And what a huge thank you for saying thank you for being my stunt double for all those years. And just giving a notoriety and a light onto him. That was amazing of him to do. But back to the Fall Guy. So he's a stunt actor. Ends up getting injured to the point where he can't work anymore. And Emily Blunt is his love interest. My only issue with this is I was really thinking both of them are hilarious. I love the SNL opening of him talking about Ken from Barbie from last year, and she's talking about Oppenheimer from last year because that whole Barbenheimer thing happened, and so now those two actors in two big movies are now acting in the same movie, and they do this whole skit, and Ryan Gosling sings a whole knockoff version of All Too Well from Taylor Swift about how he can't let go of Ken and all that stuff. Just for him to sing All Too Well in this movie, that was a good little roundabout. So I was really looking forward to it. Because I was like, they're both hilarious. They're both funny. I know both of them. Well, I don't know both of them. I know them from other stuff. I kept up a little bit with their personal lives. He's married to Eva Longoria, and she's married to John Krasinski. I'm so looking forward to A Quiet Place day one. But just great people. Great actors. Great people, I think. I don't know. We all know actors, you know. There's underlying stuff, but from the work they did, great. They had, for me, personally, like 0 to no chemistry. They were funny, they were friends, that's about it. It was not, and they had to explain their relationship through flashbacks, and I don't know. It just never felt like they actually really liked each other. And even when they were having their arguments about like, oh yeah, this guy, like, I didn't understand her anger towards him. He got hurt. He cannot work. And so he stopped answering his phone. Welcome to my life. I have people who don't answer their phones for months at a time. There is no reason to just be mad at someone, in my opinion. One thing to note about me is I do tend to kind of feel more sympathy for men sometimes than I do women, because I feel like, yes, women have a lot of pressure on them. Obviously, I know that, and I am proud of women for everything we've achieved, all this stuff. But at the same time, it's like, men have pressures too, such as that. Oh, I'm sorry I didn't call you after I had a freaking accident and I can no longer work. Like, boo fucking who? So what? I didn't talk to you. You weren't on my priority list at that time because I kind of almost died. Sorry. That's just, I don't sometimes understand women's logic, and I have that myself. I do. I have it myself where I expect my husband to be thinking the way I do, thinking my priorities, the things I find top priorities, he's not thinking about at all. And I'm like, oh, how dare you? But if you really sit back and think about it, it's like, well, yeah, if you just had surgery, you're not going to think, because my husband just had surgery to where it is hard for him to walk and all that. If he just had a surgery, it's hard for him to walk, and he can't pick up our child. The last thing on his mind is, you know, my little feelings about, like, I don't even know an example, but like just the little things. So I don't know, I think sometimes we just expect men to just understand our brains, and they don't. They sometimes really just don't think about those things. It's not them trying to be assholes, it's not them trying to ghost you or anything like that. They're just like not thinking sometimes about you, and not in a like, I'm purposely not thinking about you. They just sometimes don't think about you. So I don't know, I didn't understand her frustration with it, and then to keep setting him on fire to teach him a lesson. It's like, again, sorry I didn't call you when I almost died and I lost my job. Sorry. Like, I don't know. I just didn't understand it. They still didn't have chemistry even in the past reels. And so it just felt like we were following a very forced relationship. It also seemed very long. I liked Aaron Taylor Johnson's character. I haven't seen him in a hot minute. He was on Bullet Train also. And it very much had the kind of dynamics that Bullet Train has. But I didn't understand his motives either. So, because someone, I don't even know. I really can't even explain it. I can't explain that either, but someone asked if he was sorry, I'm gonna look to the side because I don't remember anything. Either someone asked him if he was the fall guy, the stunt guy, or so they mistake him as the fall guy. I don't know, something happened to where he ends up unaliving someone, and to protect his identity and everything, they blame Colt Seavers, Ryan Gosling's character, and try to set it up like so he gets the blame for unaliving that person, which makes no sense. And they took way too long to explain it because the premise is, oh, our main actor disappeared. We need you to go find him. He didn't disappear. He's in hiding, so they could put all the blame on Colt Seavers. It was boring. It was a very just uninspiring plot, to be honest. If he is missing for something else or whatever, like, that would have been okay, but like what they went with was just boring. I did find some of the jokes, like the guy, the drug dealer, who also I recognized him from, I believe, a lot of shows actually. I think he was in Nip Tuck, and I think he was also in Human Centipede 3. Ask me how I know. That guy, the drug dealer, he gives him Colt Seavers. They drug him so they can escape, but he was still like beating him up and everything and doing stunts and all that. And he's like, how do I know when it's over? He's like, when the unicorn goes away, and there's literally a unicorn in the corner. I like that concept, but overall, it was just very lackluster. I was like, I don't know. I just am putting so much hope into this year, and it's kind of like my movie reviews. I'm like, oh, I'm going to go see the movies as they come out, and I'm going to do this. But like, even though it's taken a while, I haven't seen anything. I have so far seen only one great movie that has really been life-altering. But besides that, a lot of these are just not skips, just eh. So again, I'm not giving grades this year. I'm just going to show my tier list of how I rate these movies, rank these movies up until this point. So The First Omen is going to be number 1 still. Mean Girls is number 2. Abigail in 3rd place. Night Swim in 4th place. Arthur the King in 5th place. Gonna go ahead and say The Fall Guy next. ISS. And then I'm gonna start saying this in every review. It's gonna be my little motto for this year. I hope Love Lies Bleeding stays at the very bottom of this list, because I do not want to see a film worse than Love Lies Bleeding this year. Besides that, that is my review for The Fall Guy. You guys let me know what you think about it. Was it interesting? Did it seem too long? Was it just right? Did you think Emily Blunt and Ryan Gosling had chemistry? Besides more than just being friends? I could tell they were good friends. The end. But let me know what you guys think, and I will see you very shortly for the next one. Thanks. Bye.